find a comfortable seated Sukhasana, Virasana, Siddhasana, many poses that are comfortable for everyone. So take just a moment, a few breaths, to really feel yourself in that space where you are right now, in that room. Feel your space as a being, as a beautiful being, as the continuation of the creator, of the divine light within this universe. Just take a few breaths. Feel how you're connecting with the universe through your breath. So every inhale and every exhale. No rushing. Relax your shoulders. Relax yourself. Just find a comfort. Bring your attention to all the senses. And just start recognizing any tension or anything that is disturbing or bothering you within. Try to remove all those fluctuations, all those disturbances outside of your head, kind of like remove them, put them outside of the door, and dedicate this 1 hour of practice for yourself, for your well-being, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Bring your attention to the heart. You can slightly even touch your chest. So that will bring your attention to the heart. And immediately, this connection between your mind and heart, that balanced connection, will bring immediate calmness, stability, and harmony. Just a simple reminder of who we are, why we're here. The simple reminder of ourselves, of our true potential, of our power, the power of creativity and choice. How we choose to live every day, every moment of our life. Namaste. You're going to start with the side wave, warming up the spine. So continue breathing through the nose. You can activate Ujjayi breathing. Calm and stable. And just if you staying in the middle, if you had rolls, just release any tension. This will help you to quiet your mind, to calm your thoughts, and bring a deeper sensation and connection to yourself. Nice. And slowly come to the tabletop. So let's warm up the spine. Just a simple cat and cow pose. So rolling in. Exhale. Your knees can be together. Untuck your toes. So push your palms toward the knees. Create the length in the front of the body. Pushing the back of the head toward your coccyx. On exhale, rolling like an angry cat and push your whole back spine, lower back up to the ceiling, and just continue moving with the breath. Just a few more rolls with your own breath. So try to create this beautiful relationship, balance between the breath and the movement. Make the movement be continuation of the breath and breath be continuation of the movement. Without any pose, without any disturbance. From here, we're gonna lift the knees and move your hips up, coming to downward facing dog, lifting your heels, rolling vertebra at a time, coming to plank, and then tucking your tailbone and moving your hips all the way up and back. Again, rolling in. So feeling the engagement of your whole body. These are very gentle warm-ups. creating the warming on the spine, your shoulders, your wrists. And slowly step to the front of the mat, both feet together. Keep your knees soft, flatten in the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, full forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms forward, exhale. Let's do some sun breaths. So inhale, lift all the way up to standing, exhale. Bend your knees, soft body, head to your shins. And again, inhale, lengthening all the way up, reaching for the sky, exhale, humbly bowing to the Mother Earth. Inhale, one more time, and exhale. Let's continue with Surya Namaskar A. So look up halfway, place your palms on the floor, step back to plank. Feet hip distance wide, shoulders, all the joints on top of each other. Inhale, on exhale, lean forward, hug your elbows in, slowly bend and drop your hips on the ground. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest into Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale, forehead down to the floor. Inhale. Let's just do a few movements, activating our triceps. Now try to bring your both feet together like a long tail. And exhale 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. From here, pushing your hips backward, back toward your heels, tuck your toes. Lift your hips all the way up and back. Come to downward facing dog. You can move your hips from right to left. You can bend one knee at a time, bend another knee at a time. Maybe for some of you, this is the first downward facing dog for today. And every time this pose feels completely different, even though you've done it thousands of times. Just try to create the length. You can soften the knees, start to bring the chest, lower ribs closer toward your thighs, and push the floor away for the arms. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, rolling forward, step to the front of the mat. Feet together, look up halfway. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Reach for the sky, use the power of the legs. Lift all the way up. Exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart. Calm your mind, calm your breath, relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, gently bowing forward, offering your heart to the Mother Earth. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head. Place your palms on the ground, step back to plank. In plank here, try to hug everything to the midline. Shoulders away from the ears. Long neck. What can you do to create this space between the heels and the crown of the head, but at the same time engaging the core and hugging everything toward the belly button? Inhale. On exhale, hugging your elbows in, slowly coming to chaturanga, dropping your hips, untuck your toes, feet together, lift your chest up, and you will be in Bhujangasana, hugging your elbows in, long neck. Exhale, pushing all the way toward your hips, lift your hips up to the sky, feet hip distance wide. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So here we're going to work with the warming of our hamstrings and the hips. So bring both feet together. You can keep your knees soft. And now lift your left leg as high as you can. Keep your hips square. So we're going to work here with square hips. And now open your hips as high as you can. And again, square your hips. Close the hips, parallel to the pelvis, parallel to the floor. And inhale, open the hips as high as you can, kicking the leg up to the sky. One more time, close the hips, create one line, and again, open the hips up. Bend the knee, kick the knee up and back, as high as you can, but breathe. Keep your shoulders parallel to the floor. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Roll up, come to plank. And again, softly move back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg all the way up. Again, square your hips. So hips are square. You're in one line. Inhale, open the hips up. Exhale, close the hips, pelvis parallel to the floor. Inhale, open up. Exhale, square your hips. And again, place your feet together. On your next inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Look up halfway. As you exhale, bow forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. From here, we're going to interlace the hands behind. Roll your arms away from the shoulders. Bend your knees, bring your chest on top of your thighs and place your face toward your shins and push your arms away from the shoulders. And from here, slowly rolling all the way up to the sky. Again, interlace your hands, lift them all the way up. Feet together, hips together. So your pelvis is not moving, but the upper torso is moving to the left side. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana, like a half moon pose. Inhale to the center, exhale to the other side. Inhale, laughing up in here. Exhale, come to the center. Again, move to the other side. Inhale in the pose. Exhale to the center. Last one. Inhale in the pose. Come to the center. Release. Place your feet hip distance wide. One hand on the belly, one heart on the heart. And just breathe. Just close your eyes for the moment again. Feel your presence. Feel your relationship with the heart. Feel the relationship between your heart and the mind. Remind of yourself who you are. What is important in your life. Keep it simple. Smile within your heart. Smile on your face. Beautiful. Let's continue. So bring your feet together. Bending your knees, sitting low, chair position. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Bow forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Look up halfway. Place your palms on the floor, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale. From here, you can go into through the vinyasa, means by chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Or every time I say vinyasa flow, you can come to plank, which is from plank. Moving back to downward facing dog will be more than enough. From here, lift your right leg as high as you can. Bring the knee toward your chest. Keep it as close as possible and step your right foot inside the right palm. Make sure both feet are hip distance wide. You can grab the front ankle, roll your shoulders back, drop the front thigh, open. So squeeze your shoulder blades, open the heart, but really make sure that the back knee is active, kneecap is active. Inhale, stretch the front leg, bring your chest on top of the front leg, kind of a pyramid position. Exhale, bend the front knee, open in the heart. So let's do a few more times in here. So we're warming up the thighs, we're warming up the chest, we're warming up the connection with our feet and the ground. From here, you're going to bring the left knee on the floor. You're going to untuck your toes. So staying on the left shin, lift the knee off the ground. And you can do small pulsations with your hips, but make sure the back leg is firmly engaged. So this is variation 1. Variation 2, you can support yourself with the knees. And just let's do a little bit of pulsation. Exhale, hands on the ground. Bring the knee on the floor, tuck your toes. Lift the back knee. Press your left palm to the ground and open your whole torso to the right side. So here, imagine there is a wall behind you, so try to lean backward, but your right foot is firmly grounding, so try to lean backward. You can support the head, lean to the back wall. Exhale, place your right thumb on the floor, move back to plank. Take a variation of the flow, whether full vinyasa flow or just from plank to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg as high as you can. This time try to keep your hips square. Bring the knee toward the chest, hugging in firmly, and then stepping your left foot inside the left palm. Again, make sure that both feet are hip distance wide. This creates more stability and more mobility within your hips. Grab your front ankle, roll your shoulders, bring your hips as low as you can, opening the heart like a cobra chest. Exhale, stretch the front leg, lean on top of the leg, and move with the breath. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. And last one. 4. From here, bring the right knee on the ground, untuck your back toes, lift the back knee off the ground, and you can do pulsations with the hips in here, or supporting yourself with the knee. Again, make sure that you're hugging your hips to the midline, keeping the back leg engaged and your core engaged. Very good. Place the knee on the floor, place your right palm on the ground, tuck your back toes, lift the knee off the floor, and rotate your chest toward the left knee. From here, really try to lean back and lean as much as you can. You can open the arm, you can support the head, and lean backward. And keep your back leg fully charged. Kneecap activated. Exhale. Place your left palm on the ground. Lift the left heel off the floor. Step back to plank. And whether move through the vinyasa or from plank, you can move to downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths in here in downward facing dog. Again, notice if the weight of your body is evenly distributed between 4 limbs. If you're holding this pose for 20 breaths, will your shoulders be tired? If your shoulders will be tired, that means you're not engaging your legs. What can you do to engage your legs more? Maybe you can soften the knees. Maybe you can push and stretch even more in your upper body. Again, bring both feet together. Lift your left leg all the way up. With control, step the left foot inside the left palm. Again, feet hip distance wide, square. From here, we're gonna lean up into high lunge. So you can soften the back knee, really find this strong core. So let's do a little bit of movement here. Inhale, stretch the front leg, back leg. Exhale, bend with the cactus arms. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, cactus arms, twist to the left side. You can grab with the left palm the right hip and lean back. So kind of a twisted lunge in here. From here, place the right palm on the floor. Again, lean back. And here, maybe if you can stretch the left leg coming into the twisted trikonasana. So here we're gonna play again, bend the knee, open, lean backward. Exhale, stretch the arm forward and come into twisted trikonasana. Exhale, left arm cactus, the back leg is active. Exhale, stretch the whole right. Try to bring the torso closer to the left inner thigh. Place the left palm down. Step a little bit closer with the back foot. Turn the heel 45 degrees. Stretch your whole front body. Exhale, bow forward. You can walk your palms toward the back leg and stay in here. Pyramid position. If you want to experience a little bit more advanced version, you can lift the back heel, bring the right knee toward the chest and stay in here. Exhale, slowly moving back to plank. Again, move through the vinyasa. And let's meet all in downward facing dog. Feet together. This time lift your right leg as high as you can. Bring the right knee toward the chest and step inside the right palm. Again, make sure feet are hip distance wide. Low lunge. From here, lift all the way up to high lunge. So again, make sure hips are square. So left thigh forward, right thigh back. Bend the back knee. From here, inhale. Stretch both legs. Exhale, sit lower with the cactus arms open in the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Always hug your legs to the midline. From here, we're going to twist our torso to the right side. Right palm goes back and tries to grab the back of the left thigh. We're going to kind of lift and lean backward. Inhale. On exhale, place your left palm back down to the ground. Stretch your right leg and open your heart up. So twisted Trikonasana pose. Inhale, open, push the hip back, create more space in the chest. Exhale, bending the knee, leaning backward, and kind of creating more rotation in the spine. Inhale, exhale. With the elbows, upper elbow try to go a little bit back, keeping the back leg active. Oh, arm to the front as you feel comfortable. But again, I remind you, pay your attention at the connection with your feet, with the ground, with your roots. And exhale. Place your palms on the floor. Step the back foot a little bit closer. Turn the left foot 45 degrees in. Extend in the front chest. Again, try to square the hips. Purvottanasana, kind of a pyramid position. Lean forward. You can walk your palms backward. And see if you can play with your balance, bringing the weight to the front leg, engaging the core, and trying to stand in here. Again, place your palms to the front of the mat. Step back to plank. Moving through vinyasa. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths in here. Relax your head, so shake yes, shake no. Again, what can you do to create more space? But if you create that space, can you find the connection between all your limbs? What can you do to create the stronger connection? From here, step or jump to the front of the mat, feet together. Look up halfway. Bow forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Look up halfway, interlace your hands behind. Exhale, bring your chest on top, shins toward your face, and try to create more space. Two, soften the breath. Kind of push the arms away from the shoulders. Bend your knees. Sit low to chair pose. Inhale, lift all the way up. Hands in front of your heart. Release your arms. Tadasana mountain pose. Check your breath. Feel the sensations. What is happening with you? How you feel. Check on your relationship between the heart and the mind. Inhale, sitting low to chair pose, Utkatasana chair pose. Bring the knee, palms in front of your heart. Left elbow outside of the right knee, so twisted chair pose. Kind of starting prepare the chest for deeper. Make sure your both knees are even. You're gonna really try to press the palms in front of your heart and hollow your belly. Again, create the length in the spine from the crown to the coccyx. Inhale, lift up into the chair pose. And on exhale, let's do on the other side. Lift up all the way up. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Place your hands on the floor, step back to plank. Moving through the Yoga Vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Step your left foot, this time right in the middle between both palms. Spin your right foot 90 degrees, the heel and inner arch in one line. Lifting all the way up into warrior two. Make sure the knee is above the heel, your core is engaged, and you're creating the length. So pressing the heels firmly to the ground, extend your arms, and use that Mula Bandha, toning in the lower abdominal and pelvic floor. From here, we're gonna interlace the hands behind, using the power of the legs. Bring the left shoulder inside the left knee, and kind of trying to bring the crown of the head toward the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, using the power of the legs. Lift all the way up to warrior two. From here, we're gonna extend the front leg. Extend from the front thigh, grabbing the ankle, maybe placing the hand on the ground, and coming into Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Really work on grounding through your left big toe, the root of the big toe. From here, you're gonna bend the left knee. You're gonna shift your weight to the front. And from here, we're moving into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. So place your hips, the shoulders on top of another one. The back leg is firmly active. Core is engaged. Lower ribs are inside, so it's activating kidney loop and extending the arm to the front. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 1. From here, you're gonna bend the standing knee. Gently move back into warrior two. Place the right palm again on the ground. Lift the back heel and kind of lean backward. So feel a good stretch in the quads. Now placing the right knee on the ground. We're coming into the half split. But now our outer line has been worked out quite hard. We need to stretch it. So inhale, look up halfway. Rotate your foot 45 degrees outside and try to breathe in forward. And you will feel this beautiful stretch in your glutes, your IT band. Very good. Place your right palm on the floor. You're gonna grab your left ankle. You're gonna shift back and kick the leg backward. So kind of like half bow pose. And release. Stepping back to plank. And again, you have an option to move through the vinyasa, or we meet in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg as high as you can. Step the right, bring the right knee toward the chest. Place it in the middle of the mat between both palms. Rotate your back foot 90 degrees. And lift all the way up into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, check your alignment. Make sure the heels are firmly grounding. The torso is in the middle. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. Engage the lower core. Always connect. Always remember your self foundation. Every time you work with foundation, your energy goes down. The mind quietens. The mind comes down. Interlace your hands behind. Open through the heart. And on exhale, moving into the humble warrior. Bringing shoulder inside the knee. Strong foundation with your legs. Try work on bringing the crown of the head toward the ground. Inhale, using the power of the legs, lifting all the way up to warrior two. Inhale, extend the front leg, moving from the hip, extending, grabbing the ankle or placing the palm on the ground, rotating the chest, spine parallel to the ground, and extending into Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, check your alignment, your foundation. Press firmly through the right big root of the big toe and try to really rotate your rib cage. Now, gently look down. You can soften the right knee. Place the left hand palm on your left thigh, shifting to the front, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Again, rotate the shoulders. The back leg is very active, pressing through the heel. Shoulders on top of each other, hips on top of each other, and staying in Ardha Chandrasana. 4, 3, 2, and 1. With control, bend the standing knee, moving back to warrior two. Placing hands on the floor, so left palm on the ground, lift the back heel, place the knee on the ground. So here, let's do just a bit of the rotation. And now placing palms on the floor, knee on the ground, half split. Stretch from here. Again, rotate your foot 45 degrees and going forward into half split. Again, work on extending the spine. And you will feel activation and stretch in your IT band and your gluteal groups. Move out of the position. Step back to plank. And from plank, moving back to downward facing dog. Just take a deep breath in. Relax your head. Hug your triceps toward the midline. So I kind of try to create more space between your shoulders and neck. Lift the heels. Step to the front of the mat. Look up halfway. Bow forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, soften the knees, interlace your hands behind. Place your chest on top of your thighs. Press your face toward your shins and really work on stretching your arms away from the shoulders. From here, shifting all the way to standing. We're going to do some standing variations, but before we need to warm up the front of the thighs. So you're going to bend the right foot, kind of grab it from within, bring the knees together and push the heel toward the body, but at the same time, keep your lower core engaged. You can do it with both hands behind. Release. Let's do on the other side. Make sure that you close knees together. You push the heel toward the buttocks, and you kind of really don't go into the back bend in the lower back, but really work on engaging the core. Release. Shake your hips. Relax. So we're gonna bend, bring the right knee toward the chest. So find the stability and strength in your standing leg. Extend the right foot. Stretch your foot flex. From here, we're gonna shift the weight forward and coming into the full standing split. From the standing split, lifting your hips to the side. Kind of Ardha Chandrasana. From here, we're gonna bend the knee. You can use the block under your left palm, kicking the leg back. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. So you can stay in here, kicking the leg back, or you can again grab the foot from inside and trying to bring the heel toward the buttock and trying to push through the knee. Release the arm down, again work to the full standing split and release. Grab your elbows, move from one side to another side, rolling all the way up to standing. And let's do on the other side. So bring the left knee toward your chest. Again, bring your whole strong foundation connection with the standing right foot. Extend the leg forward, lift your arms up. From here with control, moving into the full standing split. Looking forward, whether you have an option of Ardha Chandra, Ardha Chandrasana, the one that we did previously, or Ardha Chandra Chapasana with the grip behind. Or you can go into a deeper version, bringing the heel toward the buttock and working from the core, keeping on pushing through the heel. And again, release. Last time, moving into the full standing split. And releasing. From here, spread your feet mat distance wide. Coming into Malasana Yoga Squat. Roll your shoulders back. Press your knees into the elbows and elbows into the knees. So you can stay in here, or you can try to go to Bakasana, the crow pose. So for the crow pose, we're going to bring the feet together. hug there, place the elbows on top, like between the armpit actually, between the tricep and deltoid. Lean forward, so maybe lift one foot or work on lifting another foot. And if you lift both feet, again creating this strong connection, work on stretching your both arms. 3, 2, and 1. Placing down, again, this time feet hip distance wide, soften the knees, again grab, interlace your fingers behind, and going a little bit deeper. This opens the shoulders, relaxes your mind, also continues working on opening of the back legs, and release. Actually, let's do Padahastasana to warm up the wrist. So place your palms right under your feet, soften your knees, bend your elbows, push your elbows to the ground, and try to bring your face between your knees. From here, place your palms on the ground, shoulder width apart, bring your feet together. You're gonna lift the heels and try to kind of lean in the hug. And coming on the heels, lifting toes together. Again, lift up, lift the heels, come on toenails. Down, coming on the heels, lifting feet off the ground. And from here, let's do some handstand jumps. So lift one leg 5 times with one foot, and then 5 times with another foot. And then change. So work, play with both sides. And from here, make a big wide step, left foot to the front. Coming on the knees, feet hip distance wide, and let's do the thigh stretch. So bring hands in front of your heart. Or actually, you can also interlace the hands behind and kind of lean backward. So make sure the back foot is fully tucked. From here, we're gonna come into the lizard pose. So variation 1, you can stay in here and just lift one heel off the ground. More advanced variation, you can come on your forearms, lifting the knee off the ground. More advanced variation, the front foot will come more than 90 degrees. You also will be coming on the forearms, lifting the back knee off the ground. So 5 breaths in one of the options, which is convenient for you. Exhale, knee on the floor. Move back to plank. To downward facing dog. Move your hips from one side to another side. And now step your right foot outside of the right palm, left knee on the ground. Again, prepare for the thigh stretch. So with the hands in front of the heart, I would recommend to continue working with the shoulders and chest opening. Again, notice your connection with your roots. From here, slowly we're moving for the lizard pose. So variation 1, variation 2, or advanced variation. With wider stand. And from here, slowly moving back to plank. Lower all the way down on the ground. On your belly. Elbows forward, fingers facing towards your chest. Stretch your whole front body. Now coming on your elbows. Bend one. So place the left forearm 45 degrees and grab the back foot from inside. Press the heel toward the floor and push the floor away. Let's change the sides. So right forearm on the ground, bend the left knee, grab it. You can keep push the floor away, so not avoid collapsing into the right shoulder. And keep pushing the heel toward the buttock, and then eventually heel toward the floor. Release. From here, we're gonna bend both knees and grab the ankles from outside. So push your arms back, then lift your knees off the ground, coming into Dhanurasana bow pose. Release. From here, we're gonna come into a kind of a frog pose, but we're gonna do it with a twist. So open your knees wider than your mat, big toes touching. So if you can see between both heels, that's fine. If not, sit on the heels. And we're gonna move with our, trying to bring the left shoulder as close as possible toward the right knee. The back, the right arm comes whether on the sacrum, head down, or if you can grab the opposite thigh from inside and staying in here. Just 5 breaths on one side, and then we'll go on the other side. Slowly move up, and now coming to the other side. So walk your elbow, walk your shoulder as close as possible, right shoulder toward the left knee, with the hand on the sacrum, or if you can go and grab the inner thigh, the opposite inner thigh, and just staying in here for 5 breaths. And slowly, we're gonna move out of the position, both knees together. Just come to Siddhi Virasana, calm down. Just a few breaths to check on, gather the strength. We're gonna go for the last culmination, for the last intensity of our class today. Stretch your feet forward. Coming into Navasana, the boat pose. So variation 1, knees bend. More advanced variation, straight legs. 5. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, lifting for the heart. 3, 2, and 1. From here, I need to move the mic. From here, we keep our legs where they are. We're just coming on the lower back. So whether you can stay in here, you can extend the legs. So I'm kind of a lower Navasana. 5. So feet point, feet flex. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your feet on the ground. Come on your elbows. Press your lower back on the ground, but lift your upper chest and lift your arms up. Keep squeezing your feet. Again, feet flex, feet point, feet flex, feet point, feet flex, feet point 3, feet flex, feet point 2, feet flex, feet point 1. Stretch. Drive your knees to the chest. From here, we're going to move back to plank. And from plank, we're going to move all the way to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to lift the right leg as high as possible. Bend the left knee up. We're going to lift up to the side, kind of Vasisthasana. From here, maybe stepping the back foot, pushing the floor away. You can support the head and coming into the wild thing. So really push the floor away. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly moving back to downward facing dog. Again, roll up to plank. Gently move back to downward facing dog. This time lift your right leg as high as you can. Bend the knee. Shifting your weight to side plank, Vasisthasana. You can stay in here, that's perfectly fine, but really push the floor away. You can place the right foot back, really by pushing the floor away, trying to create the opening in the chest. From here, place your feet to the front, come to seated. Soften your knees. Stretch from the heart. And from here, we're going to extend the front of the body and move all the way down to Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So you can rock and roll from one side to another side. This allows your hamstrings and seating bones to be prepared. Again, lengthen up. And on exhale, moving all the way back to the forward fold. You can always keep your knees soft. So you can always bend the knees, but make sure that with your torso, you're kind of gluing yourself to your front thighs and creating more space. So push the crown of the head to your toes. Inhale, look up. So guys, we're about to finish. I'm going to turn off this live session and I'm going to start another one right away. So you can join me again. Inhale, lift up, bend your right knee, We're going to go into Janu Shirshasana. So open your right knee aside. You can place anything below your knee. Rotate your chest toward the left leg. Keep it straight. Again, you can bend the left knee. Grab your ankle. Inhale. And on exhale, bow forward. From here, you're gonna open the right ankle to the side, kind of supporting, pushing it from with the left elbow outside. With the left palm, you're gonna grab the right ankle, left elbow, left shoulder, go inside the left knee, and you're gonna extend and work on grabbing with the right palm the left ankle. And you kind of try to really open to the chest, up to the sky, and push the right knee outside. Inhale, open up. Place the right foot outside of the left knee. And here we're going into the deeper twist. You can grab the same ankle. Look, you can grab the outer knee of the left leg or inner arch of your right foot and kind of rotate to the side. Very good. Let's de-twist for another side. So rotate to the opposite side. And let's do for the other side. So bend your left knee, open it into Janu Shirshasana. Let me turn to the side so you can see. Turn the chest toward the right leg. Exhale, bow forward on top of the leg. Inhale, gently lift up. Open your left foot to the side so you can kind of create more space between both heels and push with the elbow. So you can stay in here, that's also totally fine. Or you can grab with the opposite, with the right palm, grab the left ankle. Right shoulder goes inside the right knee. You extend and you grab the other ankle. And you try to create space and open, rotate your heart to the sky. Slowly rotate, come up, place your left foot outside of the right knee, and we're coming into the close twist. Okay, from here we're going to prepare for Ashtavakrasana. So you're going to place left knee on top of your left shoulder. So first we need to come into the compass pose. So feeling comfortable, really kind of trying to stretch, pushing with the shoulder, the leg back. Be gentle with your hamstrings. From here, you can press the feet. The left foot will come and you will use your left foot as the hook. So you put the right on top of the left. You lift your hips, squeeze both legs, and bend your elbows. Very good, and release. And for the other side, open your right foot, place the right knee on top of your right shoulder. Push the right palm against the floor, grab with the left palm outside of the right foot, and work on stretching the leg. And from here, you can just maybe continue staying in this pose or in the compass pose, or if you want to try and come into Ashtavakrasana, so place your left foot on top of your right ankle, so use the right ankle as the hook, lift your hips, squeeze your both legs, and bend your elbows into Chaturanga arms. And release. From here, grab both heels, coming into kind of seated or balanced child pose. So you can stay in here or work on stretching your both legs and trying to really rotating the hips out, pushing for the heels. Very good. From here, we're coming into Padishta Konasana, wide angle stand. So to warm up the hips, I always suggest go from one side to another side. So let's do the weight. So bending the knee, bring the shoulder toward the knee, to the one side to another side. So it's kind of preparing your hips and preparing the pelvis to move between your femur bones. Again, you can bend both knees, grab the ankles or grab the feet, work on stretching your spine. Again, you can always keep the knees, but really make sure that you're working with straight spine and focusing and trying to bring the belly button toward the floor. Once your chest is closing down, you can create more space in and try to bring the belly button and chest. So it's not the head to the ground, it's more of belly button to the floor. So kind of extending ourselves from the hips. And now we can extend the arms and move all the way down. From here, slowly lift up. Bring your both knees together. Hug them in. And lay down on the floor, on the ground, on your back. So let's do some kind of eagle pose. So right knee on top of the left. Grab your feet from the sides and push the feet to the floor. So make sure that the heels and knees will be in line. Try to bring the knees closer to the chest and heels closer to the floor. You'll feel a lot of happening in the hips. Let's change the other side. So this time right knee on top. feeling, staying in here. Last inversion here to balance the spine, the plow pose. You can use the momentum. So variation 1, maybe here. Variation 2, supported, supporting your hips, maybe feet parallel to the floor. Or if your feet touches the floor, I recommend that you do the closed plow pose. So you grab your feet and kind of stretch your arms away from the shoulders. By pressing your feet to the palms, you're kind of stretching all vertebrae of your spine, kind of extending the whole back line of the back of your body. Here the exit is very important. So try to exit by rolling from right to left. Each vertebra, each centimeter of your back. This will help you to massage, reactivate your whole nervous system, and release your spine. Both knees to the chest, open your arms to the side. Let's come to the supine twist. So bring both knees to the right side. Shoulders on the floor. Try to rotate your head to the opposite side, to the left side. Inhale, use the power. Bring your knees to the chest. And now get ready and bring both knees to the opposite side. And from here, slowly bring your knees to the center. You can come on your elbows. Stretch your shoulders away from the hips. And get ready for Shavasana. If your lower back is bothering you, it's always recommended to place a bolstered pillow, maybe even a towel or a blanket under your knees. So 5 minutes of deep Shavasana so you can fully relax. And let your whole body to calm down. So here, again, check on your relationship between your heart and the mind. Notice if there's still any fluctuations, if there are any thoughts that are bothering you, any emotions within. With each exhale, empty yourself and relax deeper. With each exhale, try to go into a very deep layer of relaxation.